Hey everybody, what's happening? Listen, I want to tell you a story about an assignment I had. Pretty interesting, cool guy. I had to follow around. I was hired to watch him. I didn't know what he did. You know what I mean? This guy, but they paid me money. They said, "Is it dangerous? Am I going to get shot?" You know, or not? No, I just follow him. It was a study. It was scientific. So I don't know if they gave him, he was on medication or what. So they were paying me. So this is better than Uber. I don't have to drive anybody around. They're paying me to watch this guy, give me expenses, and I could eat whatever I want, go where that guy goes, and I said, all right, fine. So here, and his name is Michael, also the guy. So I'm like, this guy doesn't work. I'm following every day. It's like boring. I'm like, what does this guy do? But he was an entertainer kind of guy. You know what I mean? He's kind of like me. It seemed to do music once in a while. He would jump up with different bands, and he was always at the bar drinking and eating. But he didn't work. He didn't have a job. He didn't work in the daytime. But he was never with his own band or anything, playing anywhere. So I never knew where he had money. But he always just had enough to drink and eat. And he used to get dressed up and go out every couple nights. This guy would work out. I'd see him work, running up and down his house, and he'd go outside and run around with his dog and go into the woods, visit some crazy people in the woods. He's a loner, basically by himself all the time. So, which is amazing. I'm like, why am I watching this guy? Seemed like a cool guy. But, it was hard watching. I did my best, secret agent shit, and I hid in my car and with the different hats and all my different outfits. And so after, a couple months of this, they're paying me and paying me. I'm not asking any questions, but they said, you're interested in anything? And I hear they were behavioral science guys, type of guys. Actually, they had the company. They worked for some company, then they quit their own company. Luckily, they had the ton of money. Their families are from a wealthy family, so they didn't need anything. They just loved this assignment, and I don't even know what it was all about. But I thought maybe he's an ex-military guy or whatever. You got to watch him. He's dangerous, or maybe he's a valuable guy. What do I know? So the reason I could talk to him, about it, because he's been missing, or not missing, he just disappeared, which he could do. He was very good at that. The guy travels everywhere. He traveled all over the place, and I followed him when I could. And he's probably on an island fishing somewhere. My kind of guy. He's probably on some exotic island fishing. But they took me in and they showed me some films of him, like where he was at. And I seen the situation. I'm like, I was there. They filmed me. They see me at the place and everything. I'm in the films. And then they say, watch this. In another place, he'd be in a whole other situation somewhere. This same guy, the same DNA, they took his glasses. They would have people following him in other places. I mean, like, this was an hour later. You can see the film. I was shot an hour later, 2 hours later, whatever. I mean, and he was 4 or 5 hours away in a plane. I mean, it was kind of crazy. Like, he had a way of travel. This dude had a hell of a travel agent. You see these movies when they jump in these Lear jets and they go solve a case and they come back. It's possible to get places in an hour, 2 hours, and you got that Lear jet at your thing, but we seen him at airports and stuff. We followed him at airports all over the place, but I never see him getting no Learjet or anything like that. And especially not the days that it happened. So it was kind of interesting. So I'll tell you about it. But that's for now. All right. That's when I don't. I got to feel up to the talking because maybe it might pop up again. Kick the shit out of me. All right. I love you. This is number one. I'll tell you a couple things where I followed him. Guy was a great guy. Good guy. I mean, all he did was help people. I'm like, why am I watching this guy? He's a good guy. He helps people. It's kind of rare. Thanks.